Tiffany Haddish is calling out Common. She's pretty much calling him a liar. Tell the world how we broke up. You said it was a mutual breakup? Where? With who? Not with me. Did you tell them how we broke up? Anyway, we all know that Tiffany had her own share of drama.
While I run to the bank?
No problem.
I'll be right back. Look, do whatever Uncle Pete asks you to do, okay? Be good. All right, thank you so much. If you need anything, just call me, okay? See you.
All right now.
They were accused of grooming some children with, is it Aries Spears? I mean, that almost canceled her in Hollywood. But somehow she's made a comeback. Recently, she did an interview where she talked about her relationship with her ex, rapper and actor Common. She also talked about struggles she's had. These are struggles that are very painful to women, and to have gone through them 8 times. Oh my. Let's talk about it. Tiffany and Common dated from 2020 to 2021. Oh, just a year? I thought it was longer than that. Well, people were suspecting that they were going out, but they did not want to confirm. But in the end, they really couldn't keep their relationship a secret because during the lockdown days, they were seen together. So eventually, they confirmed their relationship. I'm actually surprised that it was just a year. It seems that Tiffany was so in love with Common. She said this was the one relationship she felt the most comfortable and safest in.
This was the only man that I had ever thought truly loved me.
But then the relationship was not as good as she thought, obviously on his end.
It was becoming too much.
She tells us after they broke up, Common was the one who announced the breakup.
So how do you feel about it being over?
I'm fine with it. It's gonna be new opportunities. I miss him. I miss him from time to time.
He says it was a mutual breakup.
You broke the internet. You and Tiffany are over. And I'm like the kid who don't know why the parents are separating. Here we are. I felt like as many people were a part of your relationship because you're not just because you're a public figure, but I have the opportunity to be closer to both of you. What happened? Now, they're saying that it was this busy schedules, but I mean, you're both going to just keep getting busier. You're going to keep getting busier. What happened?
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to say, like, Tiffany, as you know, is, for me, like, one of the best people I met in life. Like, one of the best-hearted and most authentic and caring people that I met in life. And that's what made me love her and be in love with her and want to be in a relationship with her and grow with her. And we, as you said, as the parents, we had a real healthy and loving relationship. It probably was the most mature relationship I have been in a relationship, meaning the communication, the respect, just all around, man. And even from the standpoint of dealing with the pandemic and being around each other and like communicating and knowing how to navigate that. Because a lot of relationships that I honestly have been in, I've been on the move because, it's just me and that person we both have professions. Well, I think once Tiffany and I got back on the move, it really didn't allow for us to spend as much time and put as much energy into our relationship. I don't think the love really dispersed. I just think it was just like we weren't feeding the relationship. And as you said, neither one of us is going to stop. Like we both care about our crafts and what we do. And we care about love too and partnership. But I think, the energy that has been put into our careers and continuing to want to do the things that we do for ourselves and for the people, is like, it was hard for me to balance all of that and keep the relationship, fed. And I think, I had to come to the understanding that, and we came to the understanding, it was a mutual thing, essentially, that we came to the understanding that, like, this is what's gonna be best, like for us to still continue to love each other and be there for each other, is to not be in a romantic relationship, because we won't be able to get to that. And I don't want to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And it's not about anybody else or another relationship, because that's not where my heart and head is. It's just really, honestly, it's actually committing to so much work that we do that is hard when the other person is working just as much, to actually give time and love and nurturing to the relationship.
But according to Tiffany Haddish, that's not exactly what happened. It was not a mutual breakup, at least not from her end. That understanding was not from both sides of the relationship. And the sad thing about it is he broke up with her over the phone. It was like ring ring, and Tiffany was like, hi baby, and he was like, don't call me baby. I think this relationship has run its course. No. Okay, let me seriously say what he said. Okay, she said it was more him saying, I think this relationship has run its course. And she was like, oh, okay. Like, you're gonna be a 50-year-old single man. And he was like, okay. I mean, that's what she said. I mean, the crazy thing is, you're like, Tiffany, how did you not know this relationship is over? Why do I say that? Well, she says before they broke up, before she received that phone call, he did not invite her to special events that he was hosting. He completely excluded her from special events, including his birthday celebrations. So, were you really his girlfriend, or was he, I don't want to say forced, because you guys were seen together, especially during the pandemic. It looks like you guys were living together, so he had no choice but to call you his girlfriend. Like, how does your boyfriend not invite you to his birthday party? How does your boyfriend not invite you to special events? You know, Common is now an actor. He was not inviting her to things that he was in. Like, and she knew it. When people asked her, like, oh, were you busy? You didn't show up. Common had this event. She was like, no. Oh, were you like shooting a movie or something? We were celebrating Common's birthday. She was like, no, I was just not invited. Like, you didn't need him to call you to say it was over. It was way over, long over, before he picked up the phone and told you so. And he probably picked up the phone to tell you that because he clearly saw that you did not get the message that he's no longer your man. You were probably calling him, you were probably wanting to see more of him, even though he was trying to send the message to you that he's no longer into you. He kept on excluding you from things that were important to him. Now, Tiffany, you are way too old not to know some of these signs.
He might be the type of person that never like really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like he's like a bee going from flower to flower to flower. I don't know.
But here's the thing. She goes on to say that she's kind of used to being abandoned by men. She loved Common. She felt safe and secure with him, but she was expecting this. Men just drop her like a hot potato. She's used to being lonely and having abandonment issues from men. So she's saying she's trying to have a positive outlook on life. Yeah. And, you know, when you look at Common's history dating women, I don't think he's as good as he comes across. He has dated Serena Williams, and I think Serena Williams is a good girl. He reminds me of Drake, to be honest. But anyway, within the same interview, she goes on to tell us about the miscarriages she's had. Who would have thunk that Tiffany was even pregnant? But not only that, 8 times. Yes, you heard me right. She's had 8 miscarriages. That's a lot. for one person. And I do feel sad for her. I know this is a very unfortunate event for any woman that goes through it. But 8 times, I would say it's time for Tiffany to look for a surrogate mother, because she definitely cannot hold or carry a baby. I think she said that her uterus is like shaped like a heart. That's why she can't hold it. I don't know whether it's serious or not, because she's a comedian after all. But yeah, that's pretty much, she's telling us love is hard to come by for her. Men continuously dump her. She's talked about adopting, but if she were to adopt, she says she would adopt a child that's like 5 years old, because she does not want to potty train them. She wants them to be already speaking. But that's her choice. If I were to adopt, I would adopt a baby. I would feel like I need that process of teaching and training them and watching them walk and speak and say mommy and daddy. And I don't know. But anyway, that is Tiffany Haddish. She's very fortunate, a very lucky girl that she's made a comeback from all that drama that they had. So Hollywood has basically embraced her back. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Until the next one, bye.